Thank you. What is going on, losers? Before we begin, I need two favors from you. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Rumble, two favors real quick. Hit the like button and then hit the subscribe button. We need those. And then if you want to be super nice, go to Patreon and donate $5 a month to our Patreon channel. That helps us build this podcast and help support us, and we greatly appreciate it. Now, for everyone else that's listening on the other podcast, all other podcast directories, now for you, we need a 5-star review from you. We need all reviews possible. Hit the like button and keep reviewing. We appreciate it. Now, if you want to be super, super nice, go to lostlosers.com, get some merchandise, 15% off when you spend $50, and do all of that. Thanks. Pump the brakes, buddy.
Run, motherfucker, run!
Oh, God.
Whoa! Did you just...
What is going on, losers? Welcome to Lost Losers Podcast. I am your host, Mr. John McQuett, joined once again by my beautiful bride, the tots of the show, my Miss Andrew McQuett.
Hello.
And checking in from good old Ashland, Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky. You know,
I think my reaction was pretty much what that video wanted.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Yeah. Hi, Jamie.
Just
Jamie.
the little like, huh? Oh.
Yep. So welcome to the 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that video of
It's May the 4th. What?
May the 4th.
May the 4th.
May the 4th. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So how's everyone? Everyone good this week? Everyone all right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone alive? Everyone well? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I hope everyone is nice and relaxed and doing well out there. So
yeah.
If you're new to the podcast, do us a favor, hit subscribe and all that good stuff. Leave us a 5-star review. You know, you just heard all that good stuff. You know, so, but first time listening, we like to kick off this podcast with our wonderful wishes of the week. And no, these are not the things that we wish from a genie or anything like that, or wishing to win the lottery. These are the weird and interesting shit that likes to happen to us because, well, we live in chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos seems to find us. So this is the best way for us to get it off our chest is by, well, venting it off right off the bat. So young James, I know you got something in the fucking retail world that happened to you this week. What happened, brother? Let's kick off these wishes. Let's go.
What up? Retail wise, pretty calm besides kind of getting some reactions because I went to work the next day after getting my neck tattooed.
Did you tell anybody at work
kind of like,
that where you're getting your neck tattoo?
I told them that I was going to do it, but I originally I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it is also. So
got it.
I was assuming that it was just going to kind of go right below the Adam's apple and be a lot smaller, but I like it.
Clearly, the artist had another idea.
Yeah, and it makes sense because I have to be able to fill it out a little bit more. And just my size and anatomy.
So, yeah, so you got a nice big one. So that's a rose and a tulip?
Lily.
No, lily, sorry. A lily that says love you to pieces on there.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's kind of a cool tattoo. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm not getting in that tattoo because I got a sexy neck that I cover with this very handsome neck beard, as you can all see from the YouTube
beard. The D&D beard.
Yes, I have the 40-year-old virgin, very handsome neck beard going on. So I will not be getting a neck tattoo because I don't want to fuck up the gorgeousness that I have right here. Plus, I'm a pussy.
Sucked.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Plus, I'm a pussy.
Which part was it? The sexy neck or the I'm a pussy part?
It started out with the sexy neck thing and then just got worse.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, dude, I look at that. Bro, I do have a sexy, like, fucking good looking. All right, so we're getting off topic again. Sorry.
At least it's better than it used to be a few years ago.
It used to be fat. And there used to be 8 of them.
Yeah, I was about to say it used to be 12 inches
like,
bigger in diameter.
Like, I thought I looked really cool. Like, I thought I had these cool muscles. And then I started working out. I'm like, where's my muscles going? And then oh my God, it's fat. Like, I just lost all this fat. I'm like, I walked around thinking I had this sexy neck. No, it was fat. That was fat. So Now I got a sexy neck though.
We had a picture come up the other day of us FaceTiming you like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was just like, ugh.
He did not look good. He looked like he was dying because I was. So, Jamie got a sexy neck tattoo.
Yeah. I used numbing. Yeah. For it, I used numbing cream. It was out in Coshocton, Ohio. Renegade Tattoo, Baby Gap Tattoo on Instagram. Go check them out. But I used numbing cream for it and everything. For the first little bit for lining and everything. I even fell asleep. Like I fell asleep for like 10, 15 minutes during the tattoo. I was fine. And as soon as she started color and started hitting the Adam's apple here and there and stuff, oh my fucking God.
Did you cry?
That's what everyone keeps asking me. I didn't cry, but I was like, not screaming, but I was having my moments where I was kicking my legs in the air and I was like losing my mind a little bit of like, whoa.
Did you like this? Did you like grab the chair, close your eyes, and just put yourself somewhere else? You're just like,
yeah,
I am not here
that's
right now.
That's what I have to do.
I'm not here right now. I am not here right now.
In the Snapchat video that I saw of you getting it done, dude, you looked like you were like in your zone.
You look zen.
You weren't flinching. You didn't move. You didn't do. You were just like,
oh yeah, and that's like tattoo artists have no problem with me because I do sit like a rock. But as soon as she would lift the needle away, like I'd kick my legs and start freaking out, and then just go back in, just like.
So you just had that freak out moment. She was like, "Are you done?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, like I just had a few of those, and then there was a few moments where I was like, "You got to Bactina it, hazel, witch hazel it, and do all that," because I was like, "I need some refreshment. It is too raw."
Yeah. So.
And I can only keep the Sanoderm on for like overnight because it just wasn't sticking at all. So I had to take it off the next day right before work and just like rip it all off and
so that new skin or whatever they call it.
Yeah
I can't. So they use the first time I ever had that done, Eli did that on this here.
Yeah,
and I took it off the next day and I broke out. I was breaking out. I
break out from it.
I'm like, I can't use it, so I just lotion. God dang it! I should send you the picture. Remind me after we're done recording to send you the picture of the lotion that we use. And my tattoos.
You got some awesome like tattoo butter that Haven had.
Nice.
I really like it.
Yeah, we get this lotion that we use for like our tattoos, and they heal up. Like I don't even put 80 ointment. They just heal, like the lotion heals up. I peel a couple times. I'm done. I barely scab. The scabs and the scabs go like this. The scabs will shrink up and chunk up, and they fall off within a day.
Yeah, you're saying it's just kind of like a big like.
Yep. Done.
And then Mom got another tattoo of Momo's handwriting on her chest with I think a rose. I think it was a red purple roses. I think.
Nice. That's awesome.
And then Haven got a little Halloween tattoo of a possum and a pumpkin with a witch hat.
I think it was actually pretty
that
cool.
thing is really neat. It was before recording the LLP Sunday playlist. I didn't know if she showed up on there or not.
No. Yeah, it wasn't on it. It
was fucking awesome. That's a cool little Flash tattoo. I'm pretty sure
it wasn't Flash.
Oh, that's not Flash.
She did that like got a reference and did it just like at the time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like
right after doing mine.
That's that's a good little tattoo. I like that one. So
yeah.
What else happened to you this week? Anything?
It was
kind of quiet.
At work I really didn't have any reactions to my neck. Like I feel like customers coming into Spencer's are kind of expecting people to be tattooed too.
Yeah, they're expecting to see someone like you at Spencer's. If I walk into Spencer's or Hot Topic, I'm expecting to see Jamie.
Yeah, and so no one really batted an eye. I was fine at work, and then I went to go hang out over here with my girlfriend, and we went to Dollar General real quick, and I went in, and I went down an aisle, and there was this blonde older woman, and just saw me, and immediately was like, "Whoo!" It just like left the aisle and everything, and I was just like, "Oh."
I'm
All
really
right.
nice. I'm really nice. I'm really nice. Come back to me.
It caught me so
Come
off
see
guard
me.
because I had
I'm really
no
nice.
thought about it.
That's good, man. So I'm glad you had a little quiet week after you got beat up, the prior week.
And then yesterday we went to Louisville.
Oh, they celebrated
The
your
family and we went to the Louisville Zoo Wild Lights event
Oh, that's
where they
cool.
have
Oh, yeah. Your mama sent me those pictures. That was really neat.
it's like all light up statues throughout the park, and you can walk through it at nighttime and stuff. It is really, really badass.
That
Yeah,
was
it
awesome.
looked pretty cool.
That was neat. That was really neat, man.
Yeah, really wholesome. They had a performance show of Chinese dancers and like performance artists, where there was one girl that was doing the like 10-foot tall unicycle and flipping bowls on her head and everything, and it was
Nice.
so fucking
wow.
impressive.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Where
awesome
she's
to
spinning the
see.
bowls and shit like that.
Not spinning
Oh.
them, but she did like a stack of 4 on her leg and flipped them and caught them on her head while on a giant unicycle. And I was just like, what the fuck?
How do you find out that you have that talent?
Child slavery. It's usually an abusive dad that's like, hey, you're gonna do this.
Okay. It's not something I was like, hey, I want to ride a unicycle. Let me see if I can juggle some bowls on my feet and throw them on my head.
Usually not, sadly.
That's not something that crosses my mind on a daily basis. Then again, a
It's
lot of things
usually
don't cross my
not
mind.
just a person that does it. That's kind of a white dude thing. The white dudes that do it, but yeah, most of the Chinese dancers are pretty sad.
Okay. Child slavery it is. All right. Cool. Now that that's open, we ripped that scab open. Anything else, Young James? You've throat tattoo, child slavery now. What?
I had pink lemonade beer yesterday and chocolate milk beer.
How was that?
Chocolate milk beer is delicious.
Really good.
We've had that.
That was my lunch. That's all I could eat before going to the zoo. I had that and like some cheese sticks.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're collecting all 7 food groups there or 5 food. Is it 5 or 7? 5 food groups there. But you nailed it. It sounds like a healthy lunch, buddy. One day your doctor's going to say you're winning. But
You're winning. Yeah.
other than that, that's all I got.
Last time I was honest with my doctor, I got tested for meth. So
Good job,
I'm
buddy.
scared now.
Yeah, don't do that. So, all right, moving this train right along.
There's a bug or something flying.
I know there is a bug flying around. That's why if you see me on the
Trying to
It's like
take Miyagi it.
Yep, I'm trying to Miyagi it. If you see me on YouTube and I'm like reaching for something and it's not there, I'm not losing my mind, ladies and gentlemen. There's a bug flying around me and I'm trying to kill it. Okay.
I see the faces. They're flying around.
I don't know what to do. So, God, motherfucker. All right. So where was I? All right, James. Try to. So the pink lemonade beer. Who made that?
It was from Asheville. It was from Asheville, North Carolina. I remember that.
It wasn't like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, pink hard lemonade.
No, it was like a sour. It was like a sour beer.
Like an IPA.
yeah,
Or not, yeah,
you get what I
Nice.
mean. Yeah,
I get
it
you.
was really good. And
The
then there was
beer-
like a chocolate milk stout. It was fucking intense.
I want to let you know something. Dave, the beer guy who listens to this podcast, the beer in front, great guy. Interact with him. He's probably yelling at me right now, like IPA and sours have nothing to. I don't know, man. I'm not a real
Yeah,
big beer
it's
guy.
not the
Don't.
same, but
It's not
I
the
know what you
same.
mean.
I know that. Don't yell at me, please. Don't. All right, Dave. I don't want you to fire at me on Twitter.
High
please.
Wire Brewing has officially announced that it will begin the limited release of Pink Lemonade Sour Session Ale.
Mm.
It's so fucking good.
That does sound delicious. I have to try one of those out. Maybe we'll go down to iTap and try one of those.
Sounds like it would give me heartburn.
One will do you.
Oof.
Down. That sounds like a one.
It is, yeah, it is a like a sweeter kind of like, yeah. I
And
get what
then-
you mean.
You got a chocolate milk stout.
And to wash that down, and it was a heavy one.
That dude, chocolate milk stouts, man, are delicious.
And then I
Forehand.
went to I had they had a whiskey sour kind of drink called Mom Jeans. and I had to get that because I'm a YMH fan.
I knew that was coming. I was about to say, because of Christina Pazinski.
Yeah, like I had to get it. Mom and I both got one. And we're like, yeah. Like,
did you
out.
did you ask the bartender or the bar if that was the reason why they named it Mom Jeans?
No, we were kind of tempted, but
I would have totally asked the waitress that. I would have seen them like, Christina Pazinski, you guys fans here? Your mom's house? Is that why? Okay, cool. And then I would be like, hey, this bar has these drinks named after you. I would have shouted it out.
It was so fucking awesome.
If that was the reason, but
we should have, yeah. And then
totally missed an opportunity there.
Just drank myself into oblivion at lunch, and then went to the zoo and got another giant beer and just walked around the zoo drunkenly looking at animals and lights, and it was a fucking fun.
It's the best time. It sounds like a perfect.
Like I could not. It was awesome.
It sounds like you finished off perfectly. So, all right. So that beer was. We'll have to check that out. What was it again?
Oh yeah, you gotta find it.
What is it, Mike's?
High Wire Brewing.
High Wire. Well, I keep on saying Mike's. It's not Mike's. High Wire Brewing. All right, we're moving on. James, good week, babe. Wishes. Yeah. Since yesterday was what?
My birthday.
Yesterday was your birthday. Yesterday was my beautiful bride's birthday. Boy, I'm dyslexic. All types of fucked up. Just like it was my wonderful niece's birthday, Jamie's young sister, Allison's birthday. Happy birthday, kiddo. Love you. Wife, happy birthday again to you.
Oh, yeah. That was the reason we were in Louisville. I'm horrible.
I know. You're a bad brother. I got you. I'm going to pick you up there, buddy. So, your birthday, how was it?
It was fun.
Got anything good other than your birthday last week? Yep. So we got to go to Columbia.
Up this question.
No, I know. I think I tell her to write anything down and she doesn't. She was like, I'll remember. Okay.
I don't have anything that sticks out enough to where I'm going to be like this or this. We went to Columbia.
It was fun. We went to Columbia
my dad and I went to a hockey game Friday.
Mm-hmm. And you farted on somebody.
I did because he was a fucking asshole.
You aggressively farted on someone like Amber Heard?
No.
You didn't crop dust them? Because Dad said you crop dust them.
I did. Intentionally. But I didn't like aggressively fart on him. I farted in his general direction.
You're not a French guard.
It's like it's still a little aggressive.
It's aggressive. You used your ass as a weapon. Okay. So what happened? Set the scenario.
Okay. So long story short, my dad has both of his knees replaced, and the seats at the Enterprise Center are not equipped for people that can't necessarily bend or really tall people. Anyway, so we go and stand at this place. It's like the Blues corner, a Blues fan zone or some shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have indigestion. It's basically just like a place to stand. They have like a high rail, like high table for you to stand and watch games. So we went down there, and then a couple people left, and we walked up to where the little table thing was, and it was 5-4 at the time, so it was almost tied, and they did a shot, and like the goalie got it or whatever. I went, and I like put my head down on the little table and backed up, and I accidentally stepped on this guy's foot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I turn and I go, St. Louis thing.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah. I was like, I am so sorry. And he just glared at me like I had like 50 fucking heads and didn't say shit, just glared at me. I'm like, I'm sorry. And just like fucking like he wanted to throw down. I'm like, all right.
The way Dad described it was she backed up, accidentally stepped on this foot. This dude went and was just like, and I fucked her to the point where Dad contemplated on, he goes, if I would have been your height, I might have hit him. He goes, because I thought about it. He goes, the dude kind of, just the way he kind of, he goes, but no.
I was your height.
Not 4 seconds later, he goes, I get this whiff.
And when I turned back around, he was fucking gone. So it worked. Mission accomplished. Fuck you. And I apologize. Like, I'm not an asshole. If I step on you or if I bump into you accidentally, I'm gonna be like, oh. And there's the St. Louis part coming out because it's usually like, I'm sorry. You know,
like, my bud. Hey, sorry, bud.
Yeah,
my bad.
Or,
if it's my bus, then I run into you. Hey, it's my bad.
I'm so sorry. But fuck you people. If it's an accident and you can't take a goddamn apology. Like, I will say I'm sorry, but if you're gonna mean mug me or something like that,
Yeah.
then enjoy the fucking stench of my whatever colon I have left. So enjoy.
Yeah. Dude, Dad goes,
They lost that game, by
yeah,
the way.
yeah. Dad goes, your wife used her ass as a weapon. I went, what? He goes, dude, she crop dusted somebody, and it was funny. The guy deserved it. He goes, and I smelt it. And I was like, oh, that bitch. And he goes, and that dude was like, oh. He goes, the look on the guy's face was, and he goes, the guy turned right, and he goes, I don't know if Andy caught it. He goes, I don't know if Andy caught it because he goes, she kind of turned around. He goes, I looked this way and caught the guy's face, and he turned around and they turned like together as they. So he goes, I caught his face. He goes, it was that guy knew he fucked up. I think he's probably like, that girl just shit on himself. What the fuck? And my wife's like, fuck you.
Don't be a fucking dick, dude. I apologize. I didn't, I stepped on his foot.
I know. I'm not mad at you.
Yeah. I feel like if you apologize, like, what the fuck?
That's just how if I bump into you, if I accidentally fucking step on your I'm like, oh, I am so sorry. And
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Glare at me like a fucking jackass. So
Yeah.
So my wife was. So then we had to get up bright and early and go to Columbia the next day.
for the youngest ones,
Take a 2-hour road trip out to Columbia because our youngest was in a singing competitions for his
state.
for state
Oh, yeah.
ensemble. They came in silver.
So
They
second.
placed in the silver bracket. However, that worked
Fuck
out.
yeah.
So congratulations, young Cart.
Isn't that
and
like
his team.
state or something?
State?
now?
That was for
Yeah.
state.
Yeah,
state.
yeah.
So they finished in the silver. They finished in silver. So, but we accidentally bought them the gold medals.
I was gonna buy him the gold
Yeah,
ones
we bought them
anyway,
the gold medals
so.
anyways. So congratulations to them. They did finish in silver, and we were down there.
And we're only wrong with one medal. They got gold at districts.
Yeah,
So
that's it. And then, so we went there and we had lunch or
And so
brunch.
is
Go on.
nationals only gold?
I don't know how that works, but I know he's not going.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So and then Columbia went to a nice little diner and had breakfast afterwards. And
cool little diner.
Cool
the
little-
waiter was on it.
then dude, that
Fuck
dude,
yeah.
short little dude, clearly, dude, he had us laughing. Like our nurse Thor ordered fucking pancake or French toast with bananas on it. Because I take some French toast, half or full stack French toast with some bananas. He goes, oh, you want those nanners? And I was looking on the menu, and my head came up, and my wife's eyes met me. She goes, "Don't." And I'm trying
Don't
not
do
to laugh.
it.
And I'm trying not to laugh. And Chris, our daughter's boyfriend, is sitting next to me, and his head just snaps over and is staring at me. And I'm like, my head's up, and I'm like, and he goes, and he comes around the table. He goes, "What you want? What you want?" I'm like, "Biscuits, gravy, 2 eggs over." He goes, "I know." He goes, "I know that's what you wanted." Thanks, man. Appreciate it. He goes, "I know what you wanted." Dude, he was the best. Great. The next was when we went over next door. My wife got. There was a little comic book store next door, and we walked inside. I forget what the name of it was. Rock Bottom Comics in Columbia. It literally looked like some dude opened up his garage and had boxes of comics. Like it was his base, like a walk-in basement. He had a box of comic. Nothing was organized. The guy was like, "Dude, I'm trying to get free comic book day and do this and do that." And he goes, "Man, I'm sorry. Everything's a mess." I'm like, "Dude, I'm pretty sure you got child porn on your computer, man. This is creepy being in here. Like it's a little weird." But the guy had all types of shit, all kinds of goofy shit.
Yeah.
So my wife, being the huge Big Trouble Little China fan and Kurt Russell fan, I happened to just I didn't even know they made those comics.
I didn't know that either. I'm kind of ashamed that I didn't know that.
That's
Big-
odd. Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little Trouble or Big Trouble Little China comics. And I started, and they didn't have all of them. They didn't have like 1, 2, or 3. They didn't have a lot of them, but we just picked out like 5 or 6 that she loved the covers of and grabbed and grabbed them. She's like, "I want these." Carter grabbed something. Colton and Maddie were arguing in the store. Nurse Thor and my daughter are in the store arguing over a Hulk versus Iron Man
For the Hulkbuster.
for the very first appearance of the Hulkbuster armor. And they are going at it because Nurse Thor is a huge comic book Hulk fan.
Oh, that's his jam.
And that's his jam. And those two are going at it. And we're like, we're done. We're going to go next door. And we walked, me and Dad and her walked into this little art gallery. What'd you think of that place?
I liked it.
If I had some money, if I had a couple of grand to spare, I would have bought an entire rack of
how
art.
much money?
Probably about a couple of grand. It'd probably been a couple.
It wasn't overpriced.
It wasn't overpriced.
at
All
all.
local art.
Yeah.
It was all local artists.
And it
Oh,
was
okay, yeah.
just pricey for like it. I mean, if you went in there looking
In
for
the
something,
moment.
you'd be able to go buy it. Like we don't have an art budget right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're stumbling into an art gallery,
So
you're
Right.
not gonna
Yeah.
pick
You'd
it
be
up.
able to walk out of there with something for about $100. And some
Yeah.
of the stuff we were looking at was like 250, 300.
Yeah.
You know, like
This is
when
really
you
nice.
it would add up. So
It would add up.
Yeah,
it would add up.
it was
There's
really fucking cool. It was really cool. I'm not a huge art person, but I loved that.
Yeah, there was a local artist that did that does just straight line. It's straight line.
Lisa Bartlett.
Lisa, yeah, and it was like she does old blues line work, and it's like a guy
Yeah.
playing a harmonica, and it's all just lines.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Lady singing, playing the piano. It's just straight lines. It's cool. I loved them. And then it's like kind of like the line work of like Ralph Steadman style, but without the paint.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
We met a local artist a few weeks ago that I was gonna buy one of her originals from and
Oh.
put it up here.
Yeah, I definitely would have bought a few things from there.
so, but yeah, that and so on our way back to Columbia, then
Oh, we went to Mexican food.
we got Mexican food.
And they put a giant fucking sombrero on my head and sang some song in Spanish. I was totally embarrassed. My friend Michelle, my best friend, God love her, we got a 60-ounce fucking margarita. This thing was as big as my head.
What the fuck?
It was actually it's bigger than your head.
Yeah, it's-
Your head's huge.
It's 60-ounce margarita, ladies and gentlemen. It was frozen, and her and Colton and
Me, Colton, and Michelle like split this thing.
I put
There's
it.
no way I could have drank that by myself. I'd have been dead.
I
Like
put the-
not tequila wise, but full.
Yeah, there's I put the picture up on Instagram. So if you're following us on Instagram at lost_losers_podcast, you'd seen it. So that was the picture of all three of them drinking it last night.
I haven't been on there.
Oh,
I'm pretty
look.
sure I put it on there. No, I'll throw it up there again. I think it's in my
That's
stories.
fucking funny though.
Yeah, it's in my stories.
That was my bad.
It's in my stories on Instagram right now. Those three just drinking that. That was fun. The Mexican restaurant that was if you're ever there's two of them that I know of. Is there two or three in the area?
There's two I think that I know of.
And
But
Lowe's,
there might be more.
yeah.
Oh, you there? John? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It wasn't that long.
All right, sorry about that. We lost a little technical.
All of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah,
just
so,
weird.
Yeah. But no, done with Mexican joint. Good for your birthday and everything like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nothing. Anything else happened to you last week? Nothing. Work was good.
Yeah.
Everything okay? Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Good enough.
Good enough. So obviously we celebrate my wife's birthday and everything like that. Me, on the other hand, I got to kick off my week last week with an MRI. And so I go up to MRI right off the bat. It's up at the VA. Here's the best part. So I go in VA. Obviously, everyone has to wear masks still. I go into the MRI machine and I go to lay down, and the guy puts me into the fucking MRI machine and then wheels me right back out. I'm like, he goes, "Hey man, I need your mask." I went, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, there's metal in your mask because we don't want to turn on the machine yet with that on your face." I went, "Oh yeah."
Oh,
He
true.
goes, yeah, I'm like, "Here you go." I'm like, "You can have that, motherfucker." He goes, "What?" He goes, "Well, you gave that up easily." I'm like, "First of all, don't give a shit. I'm okay. You know, I'm pretty sure we're over COVID. World War III started. So here you go. And the other nurse stood in there. His eyes got real big. He came up to me, and this little dude came up and grabbed my hand and started shaking it. He goes, thank you. I went, four? And I'm like, why are you shaking my hand and saying thank you for me handing a mask over? Like, what is up, man? He goes, you don't know how many people have a death grip on that thing. He goes, and you're the first person in probably a week who was just like, hey, man, I understand this is part of a medical procedure. You get it. Here's your mask. Let's get this going.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah. He goes, thank you. I went, no, man, I'm good. Keep the motherfucker. I don't need it. Can we go back down? Get done with the MRI about 30, 45 minutes later. I go walk out. I'm in a nightgown, obviously, in my boxers and a nightgown. And I went, hey, man. And it has a cool little VA symbol on it, like the VA symbol on the chest. So it's a cool little nightgown. And I went, hey, man, can I keep this nightgown so me and the wife can role play patient zero later? The guy who laughed at me handing over my mask and the doctor who was running the MRI machine looked over and was dying laughing. The gentleman that was escorting me and did everything, the other nurse went, no, you need to just put it in the fucking hamper right there, buddy. No. I went, oh, okay. I'm talking, you hear a room full of hysteric laughter coming from two gentlemen because they're like patient zero. That's fucking epic. Like laughing their ass off. And this guy's stoning me. And I'm just like,
He doesn't like the other two guys.
I don't know if I want to laugh or here you go. It's just
he already gets annoyed with other two dudes, and then you're just feeding into it.
So I'm like, oh, these two probably just eat this dude's lunch 9 hours out of the day. And I am over here just one-lining them. I said a couple of other one-liners leading up to a couple other things. This was just the one that just broke these guys that I could just go with. And these guys were like, and this poor gentleman has to deal with these assholes for fucking 12 hours at a shift. 9 hours they're just fucking working him out. And now they have me in there for fucking about 45 minutes, just fucking zipping one-liners in there. And that was it. But it happens. So I had to get our insurance was up. We had our car insurance was up. And I had to get a new quote from Progressive. And so I called Progressive the other day. And I want to say I'm sorry to the lady that I talked to on the phone at Progressive. If you hear this, I apologize to you. I don't remember your name, or I would say it. So here's why I need to apologize. So I'm getting a new quote. We paid off my wife's car. And a couple other, I have to add Carter, a couple other things I have to do.
Yeah.
Like it's got a new quote, and I'm on hold. She puts me on hold, and my stomach turned a turn, man. So I had to go poop. I don't talk on the phone and poop. This is one of my things. I don't like it. Everyone who knows me knows I don't like it. So I had to go poop. So I had to run upstairs to go poop. So I go upstairs to poop. I put this lady, I closed the bedroom door instead of our bathroom door so it doesn't echo. Like I open up the fucking window a little bit wider so it's, there's more wind going out. I don't want to even turn on the fucking fan. So I don't want this lady to know I'm pooping. All right. So I'm answering all the questions. I whisper a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm at work. I need to whisper a little bit. Like, do that. I'm saying this like this. I'm talking to the lady on the phone. Don't want to know I'm pooping. Get done. Wipe. I have my phone. I thought I hit mute on the phone and flushed the toilet.
And put it on speaker.
And it was on speaker.
That's a good one.
This lady yells, "This motherfucker's in the bathroom!" and hung up the phone on me. And then emailed me my quote. And It's only 1:35. Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate you, but I'm really
I-
sorry
I-
for
I
pooping
think I
on the
could
phone with
say-
you.
I think I can say one thing about this woman.
What's that?
She's not white.
No, she was not. I guarantee you that. And she was not happy with me being in the bathroom with her on the phone.
I feel like
And
a white woman working like telephone stuff, she would have just been like, all right. And so like and just continued her fucking script. Like,
She'd be like, nature calls. I get it.
yeah, like it'd be so different.
Yep. And this lady was not happy with me. I am sorry.
And like it's just not white to me, because if it's Latin, they're gonna be pissed. If it's white, they're gonna be pissed. If it's anyone else, they'd like, no, fuck you, asshole. Bye.
Yes. Yep. You are correct. Yes. And that happens.
A white woman is the only one that would deal with that.
Which is amazing because they don't deal with a lot of shit. But they
no,
deal with
but I
that.
can just see, yeah, most white women, I can just be like, all right then.
So that happened. I apologize. I fucked up. My bad. But, other than that, so that, and I think I might have fucked up with, so I was on one the other day fucking with people. I don't know why I woke up fucking with people the other day after that. And I'm gonna let you know. Someone asked, describe your podcast on Twitter. And I'm giving this is setting
Every
up
time I've been asked that, it's so hard.
dude,
I feel, because I'm like, we say like our weekly kind of therapy session, and then we go into stories and like news stories and different stuff. Like, I don't know.
we are just trying to figure out the world and point out the hypocrisies and have some laughs. That's the way we describe the podcast.
Pretty much, yeah.
I used a different reference the other day. I'm like, it's kind of like a G.G. Allen show. About halfway through, someone ODs on heroin, takes a shit on the desk. That's how the podcast usually runs. That's the way I described it. It's like a G.G. Allen show. About halfway through, we flip a coin, someone shoots up some heroin, then takes a shit on the desk. That's our podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't think many people got that reference. The people who did liked it. They thought it was funny. My wife, on the other hand, goes, you realize you just described this. This is the best reference. My wife doesn't do good references normally.
What, River Phoenix's death?
Nope. She did it better. She goes, you basically just described the bathroom in Desperado.
All right.
And I was like, fair enough. Yep. You know what? Bravo, babe. Good reference. Good call. Good everything.
First thing I think of is Quentin Tarantino trying to go through there in his fucking trench coat, being like, disgusting.
Yeah. That was it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I was like, what good goddamn. I'm like, you know what? Your references are getting better. She was, thank you. I'm working on it. I appreciate it. She's all happy. I'm like, that was awesome. That's a good one. I was like, I'm proud of you. High five.
Haven made one, I think it was earlier today, where I was just like, damn, that was a good joke. Like, holy shit. And I don't mean it to be condescending at all. And I know it sounds super rude, but I'm just like, damn, that was a fucking good one.
When she hits me with one, I don't laugh. It's almost like, oh, I was so proud. That was fucking great. That's hilarious. Oh my God, I loved it. And I start laughing. And then I start laughing. It's like,
that's how I feel. Yeah.
It's like the Grinch's heart grows when she does a really good reference joke. I don't know why I love it. And I appreciate them. I love those jokes and I like it. It was great. High five. Good job. Appreciate it.
Want to have sexy time.
Yep, let's do that.
What?
What'd you say?
You're talking about shit in a bathroom, and now you no.
I just was assuming that was his next step.
It probably would have been.
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I think I figured out our technical difficulties because I just opened up my phone and my phone went no more Wi-Fi. I think our Wi-Fi just fucking shot out for a second. Surprise! Thanks, Spectrum.
Okay.
That's twice you've done that to us on a podcast today.
I have Wi-Fi.
Well, my phone told me it was off. That's how I figured it out. So,
they're looking out for us.
Appreciate it. You know, it happens. All right, those were our wishes this week. That's great, and I'm happy everyone's alive and everyone's well. We're better. Stretch it out.
Older.
Ugh. All right, I have a few topics of discussion. I would like to ask you guys if you've seen in the news, and then we'll have a couple of stories, and then I think we'll have a guest, and then we'll have a couple other news stories, and then we'll play a game.
Guest.
Yes. So I have a question for you guys. There was some big breaking news of things that happened on Monday. Everyone know what happened on Monday?
No.
A billionaire broke up. Elon Musk is officially the owner of Twitter.
Yes.
He is the private owner of Twitter.
Up. I was like, what?
Well, I was going to say a billionaire broke up the monopoly of social media by buying Twitter, but that didn't work. So I'll have to explain that one later, and I don't feel like explaining shit. So what do you guys think? Elon buying Twitter? Everyone okay with it? Everyone all right with it?
I'm okay with it because he also said some stuff of adding encryption to DMs and shit like that, which I think would be fucking amazing. Not only for adult-oriented stuff on Twitter that I think he's targeting. I think he's targeting Twitter as being a more adult-oriented social media platform, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. Like, I get the problematic side of him to an extent, but I don't think he's a bad guy looking out to ruin the world.
I don't think so. He's out there. Like,
he's a strange bird. He's strange. He's
weird.
The
very
dude
strange.
is fucking cuckoo.
He named his child numbers. Yes.
Yeah. And symbols.
And symbols and stuff like that. Naming him after his favorite airplane.
So
I get it. But I don't think he's here to be a bad person. I don't think he's an evil genius.
No,
maybe a little bit evil genius.
I was reading some comments on a Facebook thread about him buying Twitter, and people were like all losing their shit. Like, I can't believe this person has so much money and they're going to buy Twitter and not end world hunger. And then I remember him telling me about how someone confronted Elon Musk with that before, and he's like, "You show me the paperwork." Tell
me how much I need to pay.
How much it's
going to
cost,
we're going to do it.
Where this money's going to go, how and all that, and I'll do it. And nothing ever came with that. Didn't he want to see the records?
Yeah, he'll show me the math. He goes, "Show me the math." He goes, "So was someone from the World Food Organization?
We've talked about this.
The World Food Organization tweeted out and said, if Elon Musk gave us $6 billion, we could end world hunger." Within an hour, Elon Musk tweeted back and said, "Show me the paperwork and I'll give you the money."
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "I'm on my way." Obviously, the guy was full of shit.
Yeah, nothing ever came.
And nothing ever came of it.
Yeah, I mean,
because Elon,
it's his money.
It's his money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it.
The guy fucking earned his shit. He's a smart guy. Definitely weird. Definitely out there.
Yeah.
But
and
it's his money. I'm not mad at him because he's a fucking bazillionaire. Good for you.
And I think that's kind of where, depending on your stance of, I guess, views of what government should be, it depends on your opinion of him. It's basically how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone can look at what he's done and look at it as a bad thing. But I think people that are for communism and socialism can look at him being a little greedy and say he's evil for that, because that's what that thought process says.
Yeah, well, he has all of this. He should share it with me or whatever.
And it's just, yeah, exactly. I see John's face.
I'm going to let you guys. I'm letting you guys go, and then I'm saying my piece, and then I'm going to blow it all up.
And I'm saying this because for me, I'm still young enough that I feel comfortable in saying I don't completely know where I stand. I don't think I'm ruining the world.
No, Jamie, I think
I'm doing all right.
Jamie, I'm 40. I'm 40, and I go with my heart. I go with what I think.
Exactly.
And there's nothing that I will ever more, as long as you, and I tell everyone this, if you vote with your heart and you go with what your heart and what you think, just explain it to me, and I will never ever fucking doubt you from that. but I will
Yeah.
never, ever hate you for that or ever hate you on it. And I'll never hate on you for that.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you can explain it to me and you don't shove it down my throat,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, and that's how I always feel, and that's how I've always felt, and,
And
that's how I
that's-
always do it. And
and
I
yeah,
will, and,
that's
and
why-
I'm always open. I'll always ask you questions because me and you've had that conversation offline, and all
Yeah.
I did was ask you a question, and I think it was like a month or two later, you came back to me and went, "Hey, can we retouch this, touch this conversation?" And you went, "Yeah." I went, "Yeah, what's up?" And you went, "What?" And you went, "You asked me a question that I did not see coming."
Yeah.
He goes, "You're like, you asked me this question I did not see coming, and I went and looked into it." And he goes, and you went, "And I think you're right on a lot of things now." And you went, "Thank you," and you thanked me for it. And I think
Yeah.
it was, and I went, "Dude, I will always be open to you as long as you explain it to me. Just don't yell at me."
And that was
But I
one of the
was like, what
like
is-
few topics that was just
laughing at
we
you.
didn't
I'm laughing
really
at
want to
you.
talk
Why?
about.
Because you're like, just don't yell at me. I was just laughing at you.
And why yell? I want to use an example. There's a person that we know that when we go to certain function, that person's there. They are clearly on the left side of the table and a far left person.
And then they get loud about
And
it.
they'll get abrasive. Like they'll get in your
Yeah.
face and abrasive about it. And you're like,
Talk shit
it's
about
like
you.
back up.
Yeah, and
don't-
it's like
you
they
don't-
talking shit about you, not the situation.
And that person just rattles off the same rhetoric. And I don't talk to that person.
Yeah.
I avoid conversations with that person when I'm around them.
But it's with Elon Musk, it feels like it's kind of like up to that person of whether their view is A, B, or C, and that debates their
All right.
kind of opinion on him, and it's
So,
interesting to me.
Here's what I'm going to say about Elon Musk and buying Twitter. And I've been trying to figure out a reference for this. So this isn't my reference. This is someone else's because everyone knows I have a person that when I'm having problems thinking of jokes and stuff like that, I'll text or call this said person, and that person usually fires off a good one, and that person will be on the podcast sooner or later. And I called and I'm like, man, I can't believe. And what really floored my mind is I sent a couple of video clips from MSNBC that we were going back and forth. So when Elon Musk first bought Twitter, when the news broke on Monday, there was a round table discussion like MSNBC, and they're all talking. And one lady goes, "This gentleman now has power to influence and do this on his platform because it's private. There's nothing we can do." He goes, "This guy can influence people how to think now. And that's our job." That's her quote. "This guy can influence people how to think, and that's our job." And I was like, boy, MSNBC is just fucking really showing their colors now. And I cracked that joke to him. And then he sent me this clip that came out. I think it was yesterday. And then this is the reference that he gave me. The clip came out. This guy was like on MSNBC basically saying this guy can basically deplatform a political party now and hide information and influence elections and do all of this. I went, and I'm watching this. He goes, "I can't believe that we are going to allow someone to have that much power." This is this guy on MSNBC talking this. And my buddy sent me, he goes, "Does he think 2020 was like 100 years ago?" He goes, "Does he think the 2020 election was 100 years ago?" He goes, "That was only 2 years, not even 2 years ago, the 2020 election, and Twitter did that." And he goes, and this is my buddy talking. He goes, "You know what just happened?" He goes, "This is what just happened with Twitter. Basically, the left is the older brother that was playing video games, rule the room, could do whatever he wanted. And the right is the little brother trying to catch up with the big brother. And the little big brother is not playing on an even play field. He's got all the social media platforms and he has all the media and everything. He has that control." Elon was basically dad and like with the Nintendo. He goes with a first player Nintendo playing a 2-player game, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "This is what happened." He goes, "Little brother couldn't be able to play because big brother wouldn't let him play. So dad Elon walked in, unraveled a new controller, plugged it into the Nintendo, reset the button for 2 players, and then walked out of the room." That's all Elon did.
And that's kind of how I feel. Yeah.
That's all he did. He goes, you don't hear the right saying cancel the left. We need to cancel these people, get them off their platform. We need to do this. You don't hear that. He goes, you hear it from the fucking left. He goes, and Elon just gave him level playing field. He goes, and these people are losing their mind. He goes, if this isn't an eye open for a lot of people, he goes, you're fucked. He goes, you're fucking stupid. I win. Oh my God, buddy. That is a great hot take. That is an amazing hot take. And I went, wow. So how you feel. I think it's a good one. Elon just basically reset the game for two players, and now everyone's on a level playing field now. That's all it is. That's all he did.
Because I don't think he's really gonna touch it much.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing. I think he's gonna make it
censorship and stuff like that.
I think he's gonna make it safer for encrypted messages and some other stuff like that. I think he's going to make it a more open town hall type style of a platform, which is I think is what you need. I think you need more open communication type.
I don't think everything that happens should be wrapped up in a political view.
Yes, I agree there too.
Like, so what? He bought Twitter. He didn't do it because he's left or right. Isn't he's like South African or some shit anyway?
Yeah, so, he's South American. He's African American.
So he could probably give two shits about what goes on, but you shouldn't. I personally, my view is he bought Twitter. Great,
only white people.
I don't look at that and be like, oh my God, it's a political left or right thing. Like politics, and
I don't think he's very outwardly political. I think he's very much just very for freedom of speech.
Good. He should.
He sent out
and
a meme.
I think that's his big point.
And he put out a meme the other day that and if I could see it, it feels like me perfectly, and it feels like I've been stuck in the middle. The left has gone left, the right has gone a little bit right, but the left has gone so far left that I am now on the right. That's how I feel. I think that's how a lot of people feel, because if you disagree with someone, you're now a racist, or you're now a treasonous, or you're anti everything. We can't just be like, hey man, don't tell my third grader that. Or, hey man, don't say that to me because I find I don't agree with you on that. Can we change the subject or something like that? And I'm automatically a bad person. And I think Elon just leveled the playing field, and and I think that's great. You know what I mean? I think that's fantastic. I think it's great that he did it. And if you disagree with me, I'm sorry, and I would love to talk to you about it.
And not to sound like mean or anything, but it has no effect on me whatsoever.
Oh, yeah,
I will still sleep and wake up in the morning whether he bought it or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna still sleep on that. I'm still gonna jump on Twitter and talk shit and send out music and fucking buy hurdles and wordles and all that shit. So it's gonna be fun.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over the fact that Elon Musk, who's a bazillionaire, fucking bought Twitter. Cool. Yeah. Like, it doesn't faze me. So
yeah, it doesn't faze me at all. So,
and I can get that completely also.
Yeah. All right. Now let's talk about some fucking weirdos. So we don't usually talk about celebrity gossip here. Sometimes we do.
We did go Johnny Depp.
We did go Johnny Depp because she does shit in the bed, and boy, that thing is. You want to talk about Johnny Depp real quick? If we're going to talk about Johnny Depp, I think we all need to smoke a joint first. So let's light those up and let's talk about Johnny Depp.
I'm down.
All right. So and this is the whole thing I need to smoke a joint on. Did you see Amber Heard's lawyer object to his own question?
So I heard you say something about that. I never looked it up. I didn't see that one.
So Johnny or somebody was on the stand and asked, Amber Heard's lawyer asked, so how did he sustain the injury how did you know he sustained the injury to his finger? And he was like, Dr. blah, blah, blah said Johnny sustained. And he was like, objection, hearsay. And the judge was like, you asked the question.
That's fucking funny.
And then Johnny Depp up there just putting out fucking one-liners.
Don't roll back.
Yes, sir. Just throwing out one-liners of like, well, you were drinking you were having rum in the morning. He was like, well, isn't happy hour any time of the day?
Yeah.
And he goes, and then the lawyer was like, well, you were drinking obsessively. He goes, were you there?
Were you there?
Oh, the best one was when he was like, well, wouldn't you say you're a bigger person than Amber? He was like, what do you mean? He goes, physically, you're bigger. He goes, oh, that's up for debate.
That's fucking funny.
No, you did not. You did not just do that.
That's a good one.
What would you do if I was on a stand and say we're just exes and you were Amber Heard and I'm Johnny Depp, which is not even close. And I was like, well, maybe she's bigger than me.
Bigger balls than you.
We're shitting in the bed. Yeah. That's it.
That's how I would take that.
This is the best courtroom. Dude, I'm hooked. I can't wait for tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
And then you gave Colton shit.
I was giving Colton so much shit. Me and Colton are down here watching live action. I am on YouTube watching fucking Law and Order fucking TV on YouTube. I can't. Give me more. I'm addicted. If Putin was smart, he would nuke Ukraine tonight because at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, no one's going to give a shit because they're turning on Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp, the defamation trial. At least here in the United States. I'm just saying. If he was smart, if Putin was smart, he was like, all right, Johnny Depp, hey, man, keep this going for a week longer. We're going to do fuck up Ukraine a little bit more. We ain't on the headlines. You know what I mean? Thanks, Study. I'm going to send you a check. The check is in the mail. You want some crypto, buddy?
Apparently, they've been struggling a bit with Russia. So
It's Russia. They didn't exactly send the A team, and they're not exactly sending the, using high-grade material, okay? Anyways, back to Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. So we all in for this trial? What's up?
I don't seek it
entertaining.
out, but I watch bits and pieces as I see them.
You have to watch the highlights of the day. You really do. Just to see what fucking crazy shit she pulled. I think we got another week of this, don't we?
I don't know.
I don't know how long.
Oh, fuck. Fantastic. Give me more. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life after this. Thank God Ozark came out with its final season. I can binge watch that. When this defamation trial is over with, man, I am just going to be sad. This is chef's kiss. Perfect. Just saying.
It's ridiculous.
So now let's get to the weirdos. That wasn't even weirdos I want to talk about. Well, let's talk about Machine Gun Kelly. First of all, he's returning the rap music. First of all, you just need to stop making music. You're a better actor than you are a musician, and you're a terrible actor. You played Tommy Lee really well in that fucking dirt movie, Motley Crue, for Netflix.
I never saw it.
Good.
It's really good.
It's good. So him and Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that his fiance?
Yeah.
I guess they drink each other's blood.
What the fuck?
For ritual purposes.
Cool. Good for them.
Again,
Like,
whatever.
what the fuck, man?
Angelina Jolie wore a vial of Billy Bob Thornton's blood around her neck.
Okay, that's wearing it.
I'm pretty sure she's pretty weird and drank it at one point in time. But
Well, like Machine Gun Kelly, he says just like he says he just like takes a knife and cuts his chest. He's like, take my soul.
Jesus,
Like,
that'll be over in 6 months.
it can't, like, first of all, are you real? Is Eminem going to allow him back into the rap game after what Eminem did to him? Is that even allowed?
I don't think he like him allowing him. Like, I think that's the wrong way to look at that. But
Well, he tried to diss Eminem. Eminem came back and destroyed him so badly that he thought he was a punk pop star, and he sucks at that. If you like Machine Gun Kelly's music, do me a favor, unfriend me.
It's
Like-
pretty bad.
Okay, I like his rap music is probably better than his pop punk. Would you say?
I'm not even a pop punk fan, and the only performance of his I've seen was the All-Star game, the hockey game. That was fucking horrible.
I seen a YouTube clip and I'm like, and it was worse.
It was so bad. So I think I muted it and then just waited till he was done to watch the game. I don't give a shit what he does as a person.
Did you
like,
ever see? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
fine.
Did you ever see Fergie performing the national anthem?
Yes, it was horrid.
Horrible.
Haven showed me just the other day, and I was like,
It was
"What
so
in the
bad.
fuck?"
Like, you should be embarrassed.
Machine Gun Kelly needs to stop I don't even know how is this guy famous? Like, is he famous for his music? Famous because he's dating Megan Fox? What?
They're engaged.
Or date? Like, how did we get here with this guy?
I don't know why it popped off all of a sudden, because I knew of him from his rap music for years, but it was because one of my really close friends from Illinois was obsessed with him since we were like really little. And so I don't know.
I really don't know. I couldn't pinpoint something.
I don't
tell you
know
where he came from.
Yeah, I don't know why he like had this all of a sudden kind of like boom. Because his rap music is kind of just mediocre. He has some fun hype songs that aren't bad, and like I don't know. It's kind of like he's a good artist.
And then he decided to pick on Eminem.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was just like in everyone's mouth for some reason. I don't know why.
I think he was trying to like recreate the old school fucking like rivalries. You know what I mean?
But I don't know why
I
Eminem
don't
gave a fuck.
No, you
Because
don't.
Eminem was just like, I don't know anything. I don't even know your name, but here's 30 seconds, but here's your 15 minutes. I'm going to give it to you.
I don't know why he did that though.
As a gift so this guy could have a career.
Pretty much. That's what
Eminem was very nice and gave this guy a career by destroying his rap life. Then you went pop punk, made a song, I guess reached out to Megan Fox and was like, hey, can you please be in my video? And for some odd reason.
No. It was at a party they met, and apparently Megan Fox was like, smelt weed or something, said it out loud of like, oh, someone smells like weed. And Machine Gun Kelly like appeared out of nowhere and was like, I am weed, and then just like walked away. And that was the first time they met. And she was just like, yes,
I am weed. And now Megan Fox was like, oh my God, I want your dick.
Yeah.
I'm done. I want off this
that's
rock.
That's like a quote from her. That's
I want off this rock. I want off dude, Elon, take me to Mars. I want off this rock now. Sign me up for Dogecoin. Get me on the fucking SpaceX. First ticket to fucking Mars. I want off this fucking rock.
I'm not going to Mars, so
God damn it.
You're on your
Cancel that, Eli. Fuck, I gotta deal with more of this shit. Fuck. All right.
Moving on.
I am weed.
I am weed. That winner chicken dinner. All right.
Apparently that's what I should have said to Haven.
Probably.
I would have sprayed his ass with some fucking weed killer or something. I'd be like, oh,
here's some scotch.
there you go. You're done. You're not weed no more.
All right. Divorce story or date gone wrong?
Date gone wrong.
Date gone wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a video.
That's a video.
Boy,
I am just not having a great technological day, am I?
Technological.
Or speaking, obviously.
Yeah.
James, are we ready?
I guess so.
What's the worst date you ever had? I talked to a girl on Tinder 8 years ago. She got drunk and told me to come over because her and friends were playing strip poker. I was on overnight duty, so sadly I could not partake. 30 minutes later, I receive a picture on my phone that I couldn't even make out. I handed my phone to my roommate and asked if he could figure it out. He says, dude, that's a bull. It surely was. She had taken a picture of her bull from at measly 0.
That would be butthole,
5
ladies
inches
and
away,
gentlemen.
and it was so
Butthole.
close up I could barely tell what it was. I thought to myself, if this is how she leads, the rest has to be great. She tells me we should finally meet next weekend. At Applebee's. I meet her there and she looks beat.
What the
Like
fuck?
she had just run
She's
5
classy.
triathlons and been awake for a week straight. Not 3 minutes into meeting and sitting down, she says she has to use the restroom. She doesn't come back for 30 minutes. The waiter comes up and says he has seen her here multiple times and she has been known to shoot up high in the bathroom and pass out.
Oh,
I'm very not into this at this point, but for her own safety I ask if a waitress could peek in the bathroom and see if she is okay. She was not. She OD'd and died.
oh
So that
my
was a thing.
God.
That's a good one.
So,
I guess you don't have to worry about a second date.
I don't think so. No, I don't think there will be a second date. Yes, there's no second date on that.
Cheap date. At least she bought her own stuff.
Do you? I mean, do you have to like? Do you think they comped his meal?
No.
Do you honestly
Yeah,
think Applebee's?
I
Oh.
doubt they said shit about it. I kind of doubt they said shit about it.
Can you imagine being his waiter and be walking up and be like, "Hey, man, here's your tab." So first
Even
of all,
if you didn't know even if you didn't really know the lady, that's your date for the night, and she just fucking died. Like, yeah.
dude, what do you? So how do you? First of all, you meet her on Tinder. She
Sends a
invites
picture
you
of her
over.
asshole.
She invites you over for strip poker, and then sends you a picture of your butthole,
Her butthole.
of her butthole.
She finds a picture of your butthole and sends it to you.
That's impressive. She finds a picture of my butthole and sends it to me. That's impressive.
Yeah, this is
And now invites him out to finally hook up with him and takes him to, your neighborhood bar and grill, Applebee's. Because this is the friendliest bar in town. Was that one of their slogans a while ago?
I don't know.
Whatever Applebee's was. And then dies in the bathroom.
Picked a winner.
If this isn't an episode of My Name is Earl, then what is?
it's a fucking good one. Like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Like, what? Do you think she lived in a trailer? Like, I'm trying blonde.
Where else is she gonna live?
Do you think she was blonde with some blue tattoos? Like there was some she has a prison tat. Do you think? Right? She has a prison tat.
She has a butterfly tattoo.
Oh, she definitely has a butterfly tattoo. Do you think her name? What do you think her name was?
All right, this is just starting to be an attack on me. Like, all right,
How is this attack on you?
I feel like you're gonna mention a certain person.
No, this is what?
Personal attack or something?
No, it's not a personal attack.
I was
buddy.
like,
All right,
Probably Heather.
I think it's a Heather.
Mhm.
James.
there's another person I know that's been down this road.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just go with Heather.
I think her name's Heather, huh?
I'll just go with that.
All right,
I'm not
we'll
gonna
see.
say what
Take
I'm
a jab
thinking.
at you and say Amanda. But...
Nope, I wasn't gonna say that. I was not gonna say that name. Not gonna say that name at all.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with the divorce story now.
Cool.
And then we'll pause. Oop. Ah. That's fantastic.
Divorce lawyers of Reddit. What is the most ridiculous reason your client filed divorce for? I had two couples come to me. They had been friends for nigh on 15 years. Husband A decided he liked wife B more than wife A. Wife A decided she likes husband B more than husband A. The reverse was also true, and husband B preferred wife A, wife B preferred husband A. The couples had near identical assets in terms of value. They came to me all together, and I drafted 2 sets of paperwork. 2 default judgment hearings were set on the same day. The judge signed all the papers the same day. A week after that, they all went to a JP and remarried. The husbands swapped houses and they all went about their lives exactly as they had the week before, but each slightly happier.
What the fuck?
What?
Would you like me to recap that?
It was a husband/wife swap, like legally.
So it was like two sets of couples that are friends that are like that just kind of swap husbands.
And houses. Their assets were equal, so nobody lost anything. They just whoop.
All right.
So couple A, couple
What
B.
the fuck?
Wife of couple A likes husband of couple B. Husband of couple A likes wife of couple B. So they just swap. This must have been the 1974 Yankees. Do you not know this story?
And is this recent?
I don't know.
I want to know if this is like what year
Oh.
this is. Because if it's a little bit older, I can give some forgiveness. This is now. What the fuck?
How do you mean now? You would think now would be more like now would be, oh yeah, this would make totally sense. In 1954, this would be like
In
what
this
the fuck?
area, I feel like it would make sense a little bit a few years ago.
Yeah. So I know
It's
there's
like,
a
let's just trade some cousins around. We'll be all right. Kids are
that's-
going to turn out looking the same anyways.
yeah, dude, you're fucking those family trees where you live don't fork. So, but
It's still in the roots.
in the Yankees, in the 1974 Yankees or something like that, there was a couple of teammates that were really good friends, and the wives were really good friends, and they realized that they liked each other's wives better than they liked their own wives, and the wives were like, "Hey, I like your husband more than I like my husband," and they just swapped. And then that I think a player got traded, and then the wife left with him. The second wife left with him. Knows it.
Okay. Definitely weird. But
What if it's their lawyer?
Can you what if they already had kids? Can you imagine if they're like in their 60s and
That's
this
kinda my
happened
thought.
and they
That
had
was
kids and they
kinda
had
my thought.
adult kids and the adult kids were like,
Huh?
huh? Huh? What? Wait, like that would be the most fucked up Christmas ever. Like you would have to run out of like a town hall or something like that, or a fucking, or VFW for that. So, all right, let's take a pause. Let's get our guest in here,
Yeah.
and we'll be back. All right, we're back, and we have a guest again this week. We have Miss Pollyanna from the Very Pleasured podcast that's joined us. Miss Pollyanna, thank you for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to hang out with the Lost Losers.
Yeah, we're fun people. We're good people to hang out with, I think.
You are, and young James is here, and I haven't seen him in a long time, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to talk about inappropriate shit and fucking say some weird things. So, but
We're
Pollyanna, of course, before I forget to do this, or I always do this with fucking guests. Please fucking shout out where everyone can find you, and please tell everyone what your podcast is about before we get too far deep into this podcast, even more of the strange world of the Lost Losers. So please, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Pollyanna Amazing. I am the hostess of Buried Pleasures. It is a nice podcast about sexuality and all things in the realm of pleasure. I love it. And you can find me at buriedpleasures.com, Buried Pleasures on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Buried Pleasures 1 on TikTok, because I'm getting really good at the TikToks.
Ooh.
I am.
I've seen yours. Yours are getting pretty good. I just liked one, actually.
I learned something new this morning on TikTok.
What did you learn?
Oh, did you like I don't know if you guys seen this. So speaking of TikTok, so this morning I get up this morning, use the restroom, obviously, go lay back down, and usually I play a couple of games on my phone and then I open the app. Well, this morning the first thing I opened up was TikTok, and the very first video was, have you ever Googled why the male penis
oh my God.
is shaped like a mushroom?
He wakes me up to this.
I'm sure of it right now.
No, so the lady's like this, and there's another lady, and she goes, I never knew that. Oh my God, I have so many questions. And I'm like, and then the video ended. I'm like, I'm 40. I have a penis. So for 40 years, every day when I wake up, the first thing I do is I grab that penis and I pee out of it. So I look down at my penis. I've noticed it looks like a mushroom. I've never asked why it looked like a mushroom. Never even crossed my mind until this morning. Thank you, TikTok. James, do you know why?
No.
You know, because I already told you. Pollyanna, you're a nurse and you do a pleasure, by Very Pleasured podcast where you talk about sex. Do you know why the male penis is shaped like a mushroom?
Well, I don't think all of them are unless you pull back the foreskin. And then I believe it is so that copulation can happen a little bit easier.
Listen, I'm an idiot, so please use the word small words. Copulation means
That means you put your penis in the vagina and you impregnate chicks because that or the female body because that's what penises are made
board, yes.
Yeah.
So they are shaped like a mushroom to help scoop out old semen so you can replace it with new semen.
That's phenomenal.
Think
So
about that, gentlemen. You go
supposed
raw
to
dog
have
and some
sloppy
chick you
seconds?
just met at the fucking bar. Or you're double teaming some chick with your buddy. You're
But
scooping it out.
That seems like for circumcised.
Well,
Maybe
I mean,
yours
it's all
peels
gonna be
back,
thick
buddy.
inside.
It still
Yeah.
peels back, and it's
Yeah.
still the mushroom shape.
Yeah, but I don't use it like that.
You don't insert your penis into your girl's vagina.
Peeled back? No.
It peels
does it
back naturally,
naturally.
buddy. It does it
naturally.
for you.
Yeah.
Are you
All right,
fucking
I'm
serious?
not-
You never knew this about your own dick?
I'm just not gonna explain too much because never mind.
He's so high. He's so high right now.
No, I'm not.
your
I just don't want to
foreskin-
talk
your-
about my foreskin and
Okay, here's you, buddy. Here's how you normally lie, right? Am I correct? Just,
Turtleneck
no.
season. It's turtleneck season.
I'm sorry, like this, Pappy, a little bit.
No, like I have to get circumcised because I have issues with it. So
Oh, he has 5 months.
Oh, okay, we're done. Okay, we're moving on then.
Okay.
Okay, moving on from James. But yes, but most of them sit like this, and then when they get pumped in, the foreskin kind of moves. Okay.
yeah,
Okay, that's how it works.
and it's meant to like suction cup it out.
Yeah, and then it scoops and shovels. It's like John Henry just scooping it out, buddy. Just but not mine colon.
Just like plunging it out, just like
I guess that's how yours works. Yes, you're plunging your toilet clean. So, anyways, back to the P-way. So that's what I learned this morning on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen.
So happy you learned that on TikTok.
And I'm
So-
flabbergasted by it. I'm still flabbergasted by it that it's 40 years and some change of grabbing my penis and looking at it every day that it never dawned on me. Thanks. So
Well, that's not one of those things they teach you either. Like for female bodies, they don't tell you in high school biology class that your clitoris encompasses the entirety of your vulva and not just that little teeny tiny piece that sticks out, right? The one that guys can't find, it's really actually the whole thing.
hey, I resemble that remark.
Right.
Hey,
You don't know.
hey, now.
You don't know that it's more like a wishbone shaped kind of, apparatus. Like they don't teach you that kind of stuff.
Can we get a Venn diagram?
I mean,
That's what I
can
wanted.
get the
No.
diagram, for real.
Like they should give every straight male at the age of 18 like the break apart vagina diagram and be like, listen, boys, this is going to help you out. Here's a manual and a fucking, because we're visual guys. We're dudes are visual. We need to like
This
hands
be like
on.
the last week of senior year where they're just like, all right, let's learn how to fuck.
Yeah. Let's boogie, boys. They just walk like the PE coach walks in with a 30-pack of beer, fucking a box of fucking like Camel menthols, sits down and is like, all right, boys, let's talk about this. It's gonna get weird real quick. Here's a diagram of a vagina. Here's a manual. Read this. I'm gonna drink these beers and we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Like that would be like the greatest sex ed class ever.
That seems legit.
It does. I think it would be
Mhm.
perfect. So Polly,
Yeah.
Anna. So all right. So that's what I learned on TikTok, and before we get us off, what else you got going on in your podcast besides
Right.
pleasures and?
So actually right now, like the last season that I've been doing is basically dispelling the myth of pleasure. Like most people think that pleasure means sex, and that's not necessarily true. And Facebook had been removing a lot of my posts or blocking a lot of my posts because I use the words pleasure in them.
Oh my
And
God.
so
Mark
yes.
Zuckerberg's an asshole and he doesn't know what pleasure is, Nazi. All hail Elon.
Right. Dude, I want a Tesla so bad now. No, anyway. Yeah. That's one of those things.
I don't. I
that-
just want to fuck him. No.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
he probably, well, aliens. What do you do?
No,
Anyway.
he wants to populate the planet, so I'm not his type.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
Damn.
Anyways, we're gonna go.
Convince
Continue.
him that he needs to like get prepared to be probed.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So what? All right. We're getting off topic. I'm keep interrupting you. I apologize.
That's okay. What did you ask me again? I can't remember.
You had what you going on in your podcast. I'm sorry. You finishing up, you dismissing the
Facebook was removing.
Facebook was moving your.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad.
Thank you. You're keeping us on track. That's why she's here. That's why the Tots is here. Tots is here to
I'm
keep you
so
on track.
glad. I'm so glad she's here. Anyway, so I'm trying to dispel the myth of pleasure. And so I've had a bunch of guests on to talk about what they believe pleasure means to them. And there have been answers from anything from sexual stuffs, proclivities, all the way over to, my latest episode with Big Nick from Gag on This podcast. His pleasure is watching documentaries. As a, over 40 female, I totally dig watching documentaries too, because you feel like you're actually doing something when you're really not. You're just kind of chilling, watching TV on the couch, but you feel like you've done something because you've learned.
I think once you hit the 38 in your life, I think you have to start enjoying documentaries. Like you have to. It's
a rule.
You have to start enjoying them because that way it's okay for you to overindulge that day and to veg out on the couch and to watch something. But you're learning, yes. So
right. Well, better. And then documentaries now are so much cooler, like Tiger King. Hello. Anyway, and also you
haven't finished season 1. It's just stressful.
I mean, it's crazy. But then also you have things like all of the new videos on tantric sex or the documentaries on psilocybin and stuff like that. I mean, like there's some really cool documentaries out there.
Yeah, the Fantastic Fungi is one of my favorite.
Love it.
I love that. And when he shows up, when he throws up those x-rays of those CT scans of the depressed brain, he's like, this is a depressed brain. This is on antidepressants. And this is on fucking psilocybin. I'm like, oh my God, give me mushrooms. I want all of them. It's crazy.
But those are the cool things. Those are the cool things you get to do. So pleasure in itself means whatever to the person that's saying it. Right? We all have different pleasures. We were all brought up different ways. We all have different fun things that we love. And so, yeah, that's what I've been doing lately on the show, and also avoiding the fact that I'm moving. And I had a wonderful guy who was editing my podcasts and everything was beautiful. And, then he ghosted me. So at this point, I'm not very happy about
who ghosted you? What's his name?
I'm not going to say his name.
Say his name. Oh, by the way, don't ever say anything bad. By the way, treat this as live fucking podcast because I don't do edit shit. That's why I don't fucking hire people like that.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Say his name. Say his name. What?
I just said it. So you'll have to rewind it and listen later. But it's a dude that had been editing because when my daughter-in-law died last year in November. He reached, like we talked, he had done a bunch of shows for me. So we had like a relationship, I thought. And then I got him, I sent him the rest of them to do, and he just didn't. So
yeah, whenever you told John about it, he hit me up with being like, did you fucking Pollyanna over? Yeah. like he hit me up of being like, what did you do to Pollyanna? Please tell me this is not you.
Yeah, I said something. I was like, hey man.
Oh, if it had been Jamie, I would have told you for sure.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh yeah. No, I mean, like, it's different because I know him in real life and in the world. This guy I knew from the internet, and he had done work for me before, and it was all great. And he, like he was doing what I was paying him to do. And then
exactly, yeah.
What an ass. What an ass. So
again, I'm sure he's in way worse shape than I can ever wish him to be in if he can't even reach back out and say, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you. It's good. I'm going to take my happiness and keep riding on.
There you go. All right. I have a couple of stories, and then we'll play a funny game. And they both have to do kind of with what Amber Heard does in bed.
Ugh. So mad at her. I love Johnny Depp.
Justice for Johnny. We just got done talking about that a little bit ago. So
Okay, cool.
you have to go back and listen from earlier. So, since you used to be a nurse, you are a nurse. How far do some of like these tests go, like for people, like when they do like a medical test and stuff like that?
What kind of like that's very vague.
Like,
Thank you.
like okay, so there's a gentleman who drank for $7,000. He basically drank basically a poop smoothie.
There is no doctor or nurse in their right mind that would recommend that to anyone.
Nope, he did it for
No, that's the bet that he had to go in the hospital for. Right?
No, he was there for the
What the
effectiveness,
fuck?
figure out the effectiveness of the Shingella vaccine. They're tested for Shingella, which is if you drink bad water.
Oh, so he was in a
He
trial.
was in a trial.
Gotcha.
Oh.
He was in a trial for this vaccine for Shingella. Basically, drank a poop smoothie of water.
So usually with those trials, you have Group A and Group B. One of those two gets a placebo. The other group gets the whatever the hell they're testing for.
So a real poop smoothie?
No.
I'm sure it's probably just the components in you're not drinking real poop.
No, he was just drinking. He was drinking just the components, like
it was the liquid that contained the bacteria,
yeah,
which is usually found in poop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That seems fine to me.
This dude, he said it was the worst 8 hours of his life.
Can't imagine. Like you're intentionally giving yourself Shigella.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
horrible.
Oh, I wouldn't do
He
it.
had the
but-
they gave him the vaccine first. How did it go? Tell me about this. This is so gross. I hate you just said poop smoothie and it's
He
just
basically gave himself dysentery.
He gave him dysentery. He gave himself dysentery.
Dysentery.
Whatever. Fuck.
really great to hear. Hey, you know what? You call it dysentery if you want to.
It's my world,
I
damn
want
it.
to visit dysentery.
Yeah. So so
Sounds like Wonder Woman's home planet.
Themyscira, stop it.
yeah.
Anyway, go.
So whatever those effects are, you know those more than me.
Stomach cramping, diarrhea, vomiting, horrible belly pain.
I'd imagine you get fevers too from that too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a high fever.
The best part about it is, do you know how this guy got into the study? Is he answered an egg that looked like the old Oregon Trail.
Oh my God.
Do you know when you died from dysentery? Oh, fucking, just say the word. When you died
Dysentery.
from Oregon Trail, that's like, oh, you died because of this. That was the ad. And he was like, yep, I want that.
Oh my God.
I do the same thing.
So like basically you could go down to the river and like, oh, I'm so thirsty and drink the water and get dysentery.
Mm-hmm. This is what happens when we don't boil or clean your water.
Correct.
Yes.
Or live in Detroit. Just kidding.
Flint.
But yes, no, you're right. You nailed it. There's a Flint joke coming. They're doing this vaccine. Instead of giving the people in Flint clean water, they're just going to give them this vaccine. That's what this is for.
Terrible. It's terrible.
What? So Jamie, would you sign up for that study? If you're going to get dysentery?
How much did they pay him?
$7,000.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have stomach issues every day, so
All
I'll
right.
take a little bit extra. I'll take a little bit extra for $7,000.
I had multiple years in a row where every single morning I would throw up.
Oh, I don't know if I could do it, man.
I am totally fine with doing that.
I don't know if I
I can throw up in front of people and just continue like nothing happened.
Oh,
Like I am cool with it.
Oh, okay. So you can have it, but you can't have THC to help with the nausea the whole time.
I'm out.
No, no
It's
nausea.
$7,000 and he says no.
Oh,
Man,
That's a
who's
lot.
not-
That's a lot of
money,
Riverdance.
dude. That's
so much money. I mean,
so it's $7,000 for 8 hours of feeling like shit.
yeah, but think
But
about
imagine
this,
the
too.
abs after.
Are you kidding? No, but think about what you've done to yourself by getting this new vaccine. What have you done? What have you done?
Yeah, like I didn't even go get the COVID vaccine. I don't even want this fucking shit. So that's probably a big no on me for this. Okay.
Well, as long as
Dad-
you're going to be drinking from a clean water source, I don't think.
Dad
Yeah,
would
I-
always sign up for those tests in the military. So like I just can't imagine what kind of fucking superpowers he's gonna have before he
Your
dies.
dad glows. Your dad glows in the dark. Like that's
Yeah,
probably
like,
why
he's
no
gotta
one.
have some shit.
That's the reason why no one shanked him in the joint yet. Is because he's going in the dark, and they're just like, "We ain't fucking with that dude. He's radiation. You know, he's radioactive."
But
So
I think I could do it. Yeah. It'd be
I'm out.
hell, but I think I'd do it.
I
For
could
$7,000?
probably for $7,000, I'd probably muscle through. I could probably go through it. I could do it. No,
No, you'd be like, my belly hurts.
I'd be a bitch. I'd be a bitch for 8 hours. I'd be a.
I would just
bitch.
leave you at the hospital.
I'd
You're
be
dropped
a
off. You're
fucking-
some other nurse's problem for the day, dude.
I would be a fucking. I'd be a cunty bitch that day. Okay.
And nowadays,
Hunty
how likely is it to die from that stuff nowadays?
Not
Like,
as much as it
here in
was.
the
Yeah, not as
from
much as
before.
not as much as it used to be.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I mean, you're
I
you're
would
doing
imagine
it.
There are still some countries out there that does.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here in the US.
Here in the
yeah,
U.S., well, this study you're probably doing it in a hospital, and you're good.
That also.
Yeah, because they can always hydrate you through IV fluids and stuff
Yep.
like
Yeah,
that. But you're
so
you're
I think I
definitely
would.
gonna feel like crap.
Yeah, and they can always put you if your fever spikes too much. They can at least put you in a bath right there. Ice bath.
You're
and stuff like
adorable.
that.
Do you think that we put people in a bathtub?
Ice bath.
You
They
do?
threw me. They threw me
you
in
did.
one. They threw me in one at urgent care.
How long ago?
That was, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably not anymore.
I was gonna say, what sink are you fitting in?
Oh,
Mhm.
no. Yeah. So moving on. Last story,
You
and
guys
it has
got
to do with
bathtubs on wheels.
yeah. So we're going to go to lovely Pollyanna State of Washington.
Oh yeah.
How far would you go for your cell phone? Like
What
if
do you-
you lost your cell phone, dropped your, how far would you go?
Oof. Well, I mean, try to go back and get it wherever. Like, are you talking about down a cliff or on a beach 8 hours away? Totally. I'll
Say
go back
you're
and
in a Johnny on the spot, you drop it in the toilet, in the Johnny on the spot,
Oh.
or an outhouse.
I will say, let me just make mention of this. Washington State has the nicest porta potties of any place I've ever been, ever. They call them, there's a company called the Honey Pot. The Honey Pot, and it fucking kills me every time I see them. But they are the most well-maintained porta potties I've ever seen. Now, would I reach down in there? I would absolutely not be able to physically do it myself.
Yeah. I was about to say, Dad has scuba dived for his phone back, but
Not in like the blue goo that they put in the bottom of the
No.
porta potty.
Now
No.
I have had a cell phone take a dive in a toilet that was clean. There was nothing in it. It was my toilet at my old house. I literally reached my hand in and grabbed it.
Right.
Then
Totally.
again, there was nothing in it.
yeah,
Right.
I think I've done that in pee for like keys and stuff. That seems fine to me.
I'm okay with, even if it's my own feces, I would do it totally. If
Yeah,
it's in
that
my
seems
own
fine.
toilet at my house.
Right.
I'm not sticking my hand into a campground toilet shed.
It's
No.
in my
Not happening.
toilet. I will grab it. It's my
Yeah.
shit. It came out of my body.
Correct. I will totally do that.
What if it's at
Not-
Kroger?
No.
No.
Now if
All right.
if it's there,
It's
if it's
just off to the gods.
bye, Felicia.
Now that they have the cloud, like you can save all your shit from your phone.
It ain't a big deal.
And it just will update on a brand new phone. Totally. I would, yeah. I mean, like I have some adventitious things on my phone that I would not want other people to know about or have. I mean, I teach tech stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I have a lot of clients that send me a lot of privileged information.
Oh boy.
And I really totally would definitely have to make sure that phone got, erased. But you can do that remotely, right? Like you can do it
Yep.
from
Yeah.
the cloud. So,
So
yeah, no, yeah, I
and
believe
what is it? Where is Quint? How do you say that?
Quilcene.
Quilcene. Quilcene. Quilcene, Washington.
I don't know where that is.
So a
Is it- I
lady
think so. Yeah,
had to be rescued
from a porta potty.
from from an outhouse because she dropped her phone in there and went retrieving it and fucking fell in.
That's so gross. Well, like I said, I'm looking up where Quilcene is.
Like 911 had to be dialed.
Oh, that's across the way. That's on the peninsula across from Seattle. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, when I'm saying this, like the state parks and all that, like they have some really nice, I know it sounds so weird to say, but some really nice facilities out here. And so the stationary ones that aren't the kind that, you know, the big blue kind.
Why is she going head first though?
She must have been tiny. I bet she was tiny. But those toilets definitely, like, they're deep.
Oh my god. Oh my
Deep.
god.
Is there a picture?
No. Here,
Oh.
the woman was alone. This is I didn't see this earlier.
Oh, she was alone?
For 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say hours.
I did
Okay.
too. I was about
She
to
was the one who called 911 from her phone she was reunited with.
I'm gonna throw up. It's so gross. I can't even deal with your life right now. God, that's
Is
tough.
that Carter losing his mind in the background?
No.
It's me laughing.
Oh, I thought I heard Carter just like what the fuck?
No way, man. No way. Nope.
Uh,
I'm just imagining like a little like blue covered goblin woman just sitting in the bottom of a fucking toilet.
Ugh.
Thank
you very much.
I'm thinking of the bigger ones, like the concrete ones where they have like the basin
yeah,
under the toilet.
that's the one I'm thinking of. Is something like
That's
that.
it. I think that.
So
that's
she's down like 8 feet.
Yeah,
no,
dude, she
no
is
way.
waiting. She is waiting in that.
She tied a dog leash to her ankle to support her, and it failed.
Yeah.
So she fell
Oh.
in head first. I read the article.
Oh, you
while
read it a
he
little
was-
bit more better
Yeah.
than me.
Way to go.
Dude, that's why I do. I see these funny articles. Because I am dyslexic and my reading comprehension is terrible. That's why I throw these up and she reads them real quick.
It's a good thing.
Why
she-
I'm fucking cracking
Oh
jokes.
my
She's like,
It's
oh,
It's a good thing she found you when she did.
we're a good team, Pollyanna. We're a really
That's
good
what I'm
team.
saying. That's why I need my husband to do math. That's what he's here for.
What the fuck?
It's true. He helps me.
So
do that.
I've had this fear of going to these bathrooms. It's just seeing someone down there.
I have a fear of using those bathrooms because how many times have you seen like snakes in a movie or whatever? Snakes.
You have
I don't even give a fuck about that.
You
I'm
have to
scared
look
of
in first.
like a creepy dude just sitting
Oh,
down
yeah.
there to see some buttholes.
I'm sorry. That's why if I'm using a public toilet, I'm a fear of a snake biting me in the ass or some creepy dude when I'm taking a dump, reaching up and going and just going boop and doorbelling me. Okay. I have that fear, James, as well. So I will go like
I know.
this.
I heard one story one time of a guy doing that, and he would like catch the poops in his hand. He would like cup his hand under your butt, and, like catch them, and like.
Is he the
yeah.
fucking size of like a gremlin or something? Like how the fuck does
No,
he
he's
get in the
probably-
toilet?
These are like 8-foot deep holes.
So
of,
up in
like
Wa- yeah,
with like
in-
plastic basins in them.
Yeah, so in Washington, what they do in some state parks, they'll dig a hole and put an outhouse on top of it, and then every month they'll just throw like Radex in it, and it'll eat the enzyme will
dude.
eat the shit, and they'll just
Yep,
put more
no.
water in there, and it just keeps as basically a
And then after
septic
a few
tank.
years, they have to clear
Cover
it.
it, they'll dig it out and redo it.
That's disgusting.
So that's how they do this. So they're
Okay.
8 to 9 feet deep.
Yeah.
They're
and
pretty
you-
far down for
Yeah,
sure.
they're pretty far down. So when this lady fell in, she could be a 6-foot tall woman and couldn't
Like no,
jump
like
up and
I
grab
could
that.
fit in these things,
Yeah.
Andrea. Like I could fit in them.
Don't
No.
you dare. Don't you dare ever go down the toilet,
Yeah.
James. I mean it.
No,
That's
that's
why-
not what I'm saying. But it's like anyone could go down and do this, and
You
that's
didn't-
what
you
like,
never-
scares me
Do
about
you-
it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
No,
Sorry.
I've never been to Washington.
Oh. Well, I didn't
I
know
mean,
if
I
you've
don't
been to
know if it's just
California or
Washington.
anything like that.
Yeah,
but a
for
lot
sure.
of big state parks or big national parks, if they have hiking trails, they'll have these outhouses on the
Yeah.
way.
No, we never did anything like. We're always
So
beach,
and they're,
more
because
beach
they're
people than mountain.
that way you don't have to like hire like R&R. Like here we have R&R, and their fucking slogan is "We want your stinking business," which is perfect. That's our
That's
outhouse
funny.
company here in St. Louis is R&R. We want your stinking business.
Blech.
And but that's what they do.
Oh,
Yeah. This lady,
So gross.
As a chick, I will do whatever means possible to not use a porta potty.
Oh yeah, I'll pee outside all the time too. I'm down for that. I'm from Kentucky. We don't care, right? Like,
Yeah.
pee outside. I don't care. I'll pee outside.
I will
Before
let
I
you
go
know,
to the gas
if this-
station bathroom.
if it was my phone that went in, that's a
Yeah.
lost phone.
Yeah. I'd love
Yeah,
to see one of my
that's
kids. Like, could you imagine though your kids drop their phone? You know, the first thing they're gonna do is be like, "Dad, you gotta go get it." Dad, I'll do
There's
anything.
no way.
I see one of my three going to
Yeah.
get the phone. The other two be like, nope.
So the best part is the fire chief.
I'm
This is his line.
offended that the one that would go looks like me.
I think Maddie would go.
I think it's Maddie. It's not. It's our daughter.
Really?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
daughter would be the one that would go in and get it.
Colton would just be like,
Colton would be like, "Well, I'm going to my Robinhood account and selling a couple of stocks. I'll get a brand new phone today." And that's how. And he would shrug at it. He'd be like, "Fuck it."
And Carter'd be like, ain't no fucking way.
Carter would be like, "Nope." Carter is our weak constitution child.
For me, I thought Colton was so cheap that he would just be like,
No,
"Well,
That's
I
a
have
good
to."
point. It's a good
It's-
point,
but
he would
he would
chalk
bu-
that one up.
he would buck up for this one. He would just be like, "I'll sell. I'll sell some crypto today and be okay."
Or we could be
Yeah.
wrong, and he's like, I deal with shit and piss and fluid.
But
every
he is
day."
also the nurse. He was also the nurse that was on his first day of it, or was his first or second week. He came home and was just like, "I'm like, you all right, buddy?" He goes, I just had to pack. What did that guy have? Cellulitis around his testicles.
Oh, that was a good
Oh no,
one.
he had some kind of flesh-eating disease.
Yeah, and he was coming like fresh eating disease on his testicles. He goes, "Yeah, so I just had to pack an inch of gauze on some dude's testicles today." He goes, "His balls was out. His ball was hanging out." He goes, "How was your day?" He goes, "How'd you sleep?" I went,
You could see through his peen.
"Yeah, you can see through his peen and everything." And Colton's like, "I just packed that." He goes, "How did you sleep last night?" And I was like, "Soundly." That, by the way, he goes, and he's like, he just looked like shell shocked. It was like his second week on the job.
Yeah, I remember him telling me about
Yeah,
that. And him
so-
just going like white, and him just like, I don't know what the fuck.
All right.
Nursing
All
is
right.
for the weak at heart, guys.
No shit.
It's not. It's not.
All right. I'm done with news. I'm done. Let's have some fun.
How many do you need?
We're just gonna do random. We'll just go to you reach a one, we'll grab one. So we like to do a game on here, Pollyanna. We play this game called Pick Your Poison.
Okay.
So I found this game on Amazon, so I bought it. And we like to play every once in a while. So we'll play a little game and then we'll get you out of here for the day.
All right, my first one
Yep.
is would you rather, or pick your poison, have your skin be as flammable as gasoline, or
Work in a slaughterhouse for the rest of your life.
oh fuck.
Jeez.
That's awkward.
Well, because my wife here, hold on.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm saying
Here's a-
Donnie.
No. Here. Oh yeah, Donnie's already fucking in the slaughterhouse.
Mm-mm.
My wife can't eat anything off a bone. So if there's a steak with a bone, I have to cut the meat off for her. And I'm a very good guy and I will do that for her. Like a pork steak or chicken, I will cut it off the meat off the bone and I'll give it to her because she can't do it.
Nope.
Because my wife was a vegetarian at one time and
Yep.
then came back to meat. So she just can't eat off the bone.
Yeah.
So what's
I
up,
can get
slaughterhouse? You coming
Nope.
up?
You better. My skin's fucking flammable.
Don't go. Oh, don't go around bonfires.
Could not do the slaughterhouse thing. I could not, and it's not because PETA. Yay! I could not do that. I can watch people get their head blown off or chopped off and cut open from here to there. Any kind of animal, be it sheep, cow, chicken, dog, whatever. No. So
Pollyanna.
I'm gonna have to go with the flammable too. I want to be flammable. Flame on. Like,
Call
because
me the
there are,
Human Torch.
right, I'll be the Human Torch because there are vaporizers like you don't have to have matches like that torch you just lay your cigarette on. Like you don't have to have that anymore. Everything can be contained in a small battery little pack. So I'm cool with that. I'm not, no, I don't do meat.
One amber just drops on you, though. You are
I
I
mean,
could not
in
work
a-
with
in
the
a
rest of my
very-
life in a
in a-
slaughterhouse.
in a very painful way.
Oh,
In a
well.
very painful way.
It
It'll
would
only
be
for a little bit.
just as painful to me to be working in there, and I have to work there for the rest of my life. There's no way. You're setting my ass
I've
on.
driven by the slaughter. I mean, like the smell of a barn, first off, not the greatest. And a slaughterhouse smells twice as bad as a barn. I'm good. Dude.
Jamie, what are you
Mm-mm.
picking?
I studied to be a slaughter house worker for a few months, so I think I would be fine with it.
I could totally.
When in
I-
culinary school, I went and worked at a butcher for a while and everything. So
No, I'm good on that
I
too.
think I'd be all right with it.
Yeah, I'm completely. I'm up for the slaughterhouse.
Like as soon as you guys start reacting like that, I
How
was
could
like,
you do that and then eat a steak afterwards? I couldn't even
One bite
look
at a
it.
time.
Nope.
and the
One bite
thing
at a
is,
time.
I can't eat steak, Andrea.
Why?
It just messes up my stomach too much.
Oh,
I do
gee, I was
not.
gonna
I
ask
do
if
not
you had
eat.
that weird-
Because of protein overload. You got
Nope.
you have the protein, so you have to.
I and
Small-
sinew and stuff. I
yeah,
can't
so it's
handle
small.
it.
It's small portions, like 4 ounces, and that's about it for you.
Yeah,
If too much more than that, you're done.
All right.
yeah. I can try stuff, but that's it.
Dude, slaughterhouse, sign me up. I'm
Nope.
done.
I think so.
Good.
All right.
Next.
Have vagina lips on your mouth.
I've seen some of those documentary of like the Elephant Man people.
This is so. What I'm about to say is nothing. This is dumb. Yell "dirty pigs" every time you see a cop. If you live in Portland, that already happens.
Right.
So
I'm-
all I'd
I'm-
have to do is move to Portland. I'd be like a local.
I'm,
They're like,
go-
"Oh, you're from here." No, I just have to be here for a little bit.
I'm yelling the dirty pigs at cops. I don't want badge lips on my face.
Like, do they have to be?
Yeah, they're gonna go that way. They're
Are they
gonna be
gonna go-
anatomically correct. No,
Oh, can you imagine if they flipped them?
like the predator.
No. Ah! You just talk like that'd be
You
weird.
still got teeth in there.
Uh,
I'm almost
Probably.
choosing vagina lips.
No, but you can use your penis to scoop shit out if you get choked. How about that?
Ah,
If you're flexible enough.
yeah, if I'm flexible enough. Man, I'm almost willing to choose vagina lips.
Uh-huh.
If they go sideways, I want vagina lips. If not, I'm choosing. If they go vertical, Like a
it's gonna
normal
be
vagina?
anatomically correct. So it's
Your
gonna
nose-
start from
Nose,
here.
yeah, becomes now the clitoris.
Yep.
so basically, I'm
Dude,
gonna
so you
look
could be
like
Oh yeah.
little man in the boat. So
I think I
easy,
could.
dude. You can French me and flick my little man in the
I
boat,
ain't kissing you with your fucking nasty ass badge mouth
bitch. I brush my teeth.
in your badge mouth.
You make out with me now.
If I had
Wait,
a dick on
what kind
my
of
nose,
toothbrush?
would you still
What kind
kiss
What
of,
if it's
what fancy
Andrew?
toothbrush
What
do
if
you
it
have?
also smelled like a vagina
Oh
on
fuck!
his face?
See, no.
Oh, come on, dude. Yo, Colgate. It's minty
Colgate?
fresh.
You
It's a
don't put
minty
Colgate
fresh
in your
And then
vagina.
you're gonna put
Mouth?
fragrances in it and then make it even
Oh.
worse.
Yeah, you're gonna get a yeast infection. You're gonna be puking out. cotton
Is it
cheese.
so weird? I'm just imagining like me with vagina lips and me getting my hood pierced.
Oh,
my
God.
I'm yelling at cops. I don't want badge lips.
All right, Paul. Yeah.
I think I could play it off. Yeah, I think I could yell, and if they get mad, I can just be like, "Hey, I'm just trying to." I don't know, but I think I could play it off.
Yeah, I have the utmost respect for police officers. I truly do.
So
But
good.
I can make a great pig noise too. So we're good.
I have Tourette's. I'm sorry, it's Tourette's.
No.
Yeah, I'd keep like one of the squeezy pigs on me all the time and just kind of mess with them. Like make it so overboard that they can't get mad at me. I'm just trying to pig fun at you, my guy.
Ugh. All right. Crawl 200 meters through a sewer filled with human waste.
Jeez, a lot of shit on this podcast today.
Yeah.
What?
Or
Masturbate with sandpaper until you come or nothing is left. Whichever comes first. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm crawling through some shit. And I hope it's Amber Heard.
She's so trashy.
She is a dirty fucking
I'm
trailer
getting
park
my
whore.
dick tattooed eventually.
Are you gonna get
So-
money tattooed on it? Because girls like to blow money.
Just a dollar
That's a
symbol,
good
dude.
one.
Just a dollar symbol.
Had an old
That's
man
a-
tell me that in
Listen,
the
I've seen the dollar symbol of a dick. It's Chris Farnsworth from Attila. But
Masturbate with sandpaper until you come.
I think I'd do sandpaper.
I'm gonna do sandpaper.
I think I'd be able to come.
I could make it
Sandpaper.
work.
I think I'd be able to come.
Yep.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think I could. I don't think I bring like what grit? What kind of grit are we
like
talking here?
pain to an extent. We gotta remember
I knew that. I figured you would do sandpaper. You doing sandpaper is a little bit shocking to me, to be honest.
I can make it work.
Pollyanna,
I'm sandpapering it up. Listen,
I think you
I'm
ladies. I think you ladies would have an easier time.
Probably because ours isn't as
Yeah.
boisterous as yours.
Me, on the other hand, I think I'm crawling through shits. I'm going to how many yards? 200.
200 meters.
Oh, that's only like fucking 100. What is it? 120 yards?
You're talking
my
a football
gosh.
field.
I told. Hey, where's my husband? He does the
I
math.
know, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know, I love David. I do. Your husband's an angel, and I know
No,
he's
200
Asian, and you know how
meters,
many of
like-
these jokes I want to crack at you right now, and they're
Go
not.
ahead.
And they're stereotype jokes, but you know what I mean. People are already mad at me because I yell stereotype jokes. All
No,
right.
he's not. Like that. That are always. I'm the Bijan. Always. I'm not the Asian. He
So it's
does all the-
200 meters, right?
Correct.
200. Oh.
Not 1,200.
Sorry.
Oh,
All right, it's 209, basically 219
so
yards.
you
So
got 2 full football fields and the
And-
20-yard line.
so basically, I'm doing
You're Shawshanking that shit.
120.
For sure.
You're crawling.
I'm
through it.
basically doing a full. It's a full football field with 2 end zones and another football field without the end zones.
Yeah.
You are literally almost Shawshanking.
And I have to crawl.
Correct.
Done. Done. Done.
You think you could crawl across the football field?
And we're saying,
without
and we're
poop?
saying in the clothes you're wearing right now.
Done.
He
I could
wouldn't
do
make it, guys.
I'll do it. I
He
could
would
do
not
it.
make it.
I could do it. I could do it.
I
I
don't
could
think
do it.
that physically. I don't
There's
think.
because
crawl
let me tell you
across the
something.
football field.
I like my penis. I like my penis, and I will not be able to get it. I like. Listen, I like a little pain. I like it when you use a little teeth and it gets smacked a little bit. I like that shit. Like, I don't want to take sandpaper to it. Okay, I don't
I
want
think
to do
that'd
it.
be all
That's a
right.
little. Nope. I don't think I could do it. I like the thought. No, I don't.
Isn't there another side to sandpaper that's not rough?
Yeah, could you wrap that around it?
No,
Boom.
that's not what we're saying.
That's how we're talking about. I'm talking at least 120 grit, ladies and gentlemen.
I got it.
Okay.
I could do it.
All right.
That's-
One
yes.
more and we'll wrap up.
All right. Have your STD test results become public record?
Really, what the fuck is with this podcast? today?
Or constantly think about squeezing your butthole. Losing focus causes you to poop everywhere. I'm gonna go with have my STD test results become public record because I have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I have nothing to hide.
Same here.
Same.
I don't want to constantly
I don't
think
want-
about squeezing my asshole shut, and if I lose, I'm gonna shit everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to have to think about stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that one's easy.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Well, I don't like that one then.
Do a different one.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Let's end on a good one. Let's try one more.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
Find your significant other on an escort site.
That's just kind of funny for you to think about, Andrea.
Or offer oral sex to the fifth person you see every day.
So if I'm opening up for work, it's like a customer.
Right.
Oh,
It's
dude,
like
I
one
mean,
of the
it's
first
Wait, what if it's a
customers.
family member?
oh my God.
Yeah, we're just saying number 5.
We're just saying number 5. Oh.
Would you say non-related number 5s?
I would honestly hope non-related number
All right,
5.
let's go with non-related number 5. Let's just not make it weird. Let's not make it fucking
Yeah, for me,
Mom
it's
and
still
son
a
porn
customer.
At least
For me,
your
it's still
customers
probably
are
a
as old as
customer if I'm
mine.
going to work.
I think I'm gonna go with finding your happy ass on an escort site. I don't want to blow every fifth person I see. Or if it's a chick, I'd be like, hey.
flicking some bean. Flicking some bean.
I'll deal with your
How
ass
dare you
for being on the
assume their
escort
gender,
site
by the way?
later. What?
I know. Yeah, I would like. So am I the escort? Or am I looking up escorts?
No, it says find your significant other on an escort site. So I'm assuming I'm looking up some male escorts and your happy ass pops up.
Why would you be on there?
Good question. That's what it fucking says.
Boy,
though.
that's you know what? I want to fucking I want to find my wife on a wait. Yeah, let's have that weird conversation while
Right?
you're on there.
Making some extra money, babe.
I
You're
think
like,
it would
you
make a
know.
lot
How
more
do you
sense
think-
if Andrea's on the site than if you're on the site.
Do you not think people would pay for a night of awesomeness with John?
If we're just saying for the date, maybe.
Such shade being thrown. Shade.
You know what?
What would you pick, Jamie?
He's really thinking about it.
I think
know.
escort.
Yeah.
Pollyanna, would you like to find your significant other on an escort service, or are you
I
gonna?
mean, I probably have. That's how we met. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, I'm like
I-
some of my past people probably on some. So
I wouldn't be surprised to ever find him on anything that has to do with sex and the internet. I would never be surprised. So yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I just don't want to be a random dude. I'm like, hi, what's
Well,
your
if you
name?
go to the grocery store, you're constantly be counting. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck, 5. You know.
you want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, like I would hate to like go to the park and like not run anybody, like run into 4 people, then pull in my driveway and run into my fucking neighbor. I'm like, oh, hi.
Or your neighbor's
So-
kid?
Good morning, by the way.
Right.
Coffee.
Conversely, do they
Like,
have to? Do
I'm
they
not
have
doing
to
it.
consent? Do they have to consent to you? doing
I don't
these
know.
acts, right?
And
I mean,
then
yes,
if
we're
they
not
don't
going to.
consent, if they don't consent, the number resets, and then you have to go 5 more, and then ask another person, and then
Until they consent, that like that's what you have to
yeah,
That
and
would
then you
consume
can
your
go on to your
everyday
next
day.
day.
Right?
Yeah. That
No.
would
You
have to have a
consume
job.
everything. So, I mean, the other thing would basically be like, so the other day.
If you're a porn
No.
star, you can only work with 4 people,
Jesus. Oh my God.
and then
That's
your
terrible.
talent has to show up.
Oh. Damn.
That would be funny.
I love it. I fucking love this fucking podcast. I really do. It's just getting fucking crazier and crazier every week.
There's a lot of poop involved.
A lot of poop this week.
That's a lot of poop.
A
Weird.
lot of, and we don't even like poop. I don't even like poop. Just a lot of poop this week. Just thanks, Amber Heard. A lot of Amber Heard going on. A lot of Amber Hearding. All right. So as we wrap things up,
Yeah. We
Pollyanna,
at 9
thank you
o'clock.
again for joining us. We appreciate it. Shout out everywhere again, everything you do, where it's at, where they can find you,
Everything.
all
I
that
do.
good stuff.
Good for you. Okay, so you can Pollyanna Mason here again. You can find me at verypleasures.com. Very Pleasures on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very Pleasures 1 on TikTok because Very Pleasures, my assistant, hasn't ever uploaded a video to. So thanks, Clarissa.
Well,
Anyway.
you just do not have good people around you.
Now, you know what? There are things that I'm really passionate about and others that I'm not. And TikTok is definitely not on the list of my high priorities, but I'm doing them to satisfy the wonderful machine that the internet is. There you go.
There you go. Babe, what do you got? Anything?
Mother's Day is coming, so if you want to get your mommy something nice, go to I just brain farted like
Scented with a twist.
Scented with a twist at Scentsy.us. There's all kinds of Mother's Day sales and bundles and everything going on. Color Street has the summertime nails coming out. You ass. I was looking through them. I like looking through them.
No.
So give the gift of Scentsy or Color Street nails for your mama.
There you go. James.
Nothing much. Kenkle_eater. Live stream this Thursday.
Well, maybe this Thursday. We might have to pick another day because there's been a lot of shit coming up on Thursdays lately. So we might do it Tuesday. We might do it Monday. Keep an ear out. We will be doing a live stream, at least one live stream this week on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
That reminds me. Did I say I have a Discord now too?
Ooh.
There you go.
I don't know how to use it exactly, but I did it once.
I have a Discord as well, and I don't use it. I don't know how to use it at all. So
I can be moderator if needed.
thank you, James. We'll just pass it on to you.
I have
for that.
are you guys doing the weird story thing? I have one to send you.
Yeah, for next week.
No.
For stories.
live
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We're doing those.
Yeah.
We're doing story time. But we will have a story time this week. I just don't know which day yet. So please be on the lookout for that because this comes out on Tuesday. So it might be Tuesday. You might get a double dose of us this week.
Thursday's Doctor Strange Day.
Yes, because Thursday is Doctor Strange.
Oh shit. I forgot about that.
Don't forget. Jeez.
So that's why I said Thursday. We have a lot of things coming up. We might have to move. That's why we're going to move the live stream to maybe Wednesdays. It seems like Wednesday was a good day for us when we used to record back that day.
Wednesday works the best.
So we'll just move. We'll just probably move it to Wednesday. Check that out. We'll just move the story time to Wednesday. Check that out. All right, all of us. Once again, please go to Patreon. That community, we want to grow that community as much. You get the LLP Sunday playlist. You'll get every single one. You get the bonus episodes, which we're starting to work on those. We'll start working on that this week or next week, James, when we have a free day. Anyways, we'll talk about that offline. We're starting to we're going to do a live hard podcast where we show, the hard. Yep. All the hard stories, all the hard videos that we can't show on YouTube, we're going to show on our Patreon live stream. That's coming up. LLP Sunday playlist. We did one of those again this morning. That is up on our Patreon now. You get that. Plus, you get the episode a day early. So instead on Tuesday, you get it on Monday. It's a great thing. $5 a month. You can't go wrong. I know it's a lot for some of you, but it's a little to a lot of you. So please give it to us. All right. Also, YouTube, Rumble, hit subscribe, hit the like button. If you're listening on wherever you're listening to this fucking wonderful podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. Tell your friends, tell everyone. And if you're really, really nice, go to lostlosers.com and buy a t-shirt and some merch. We will fucking appreciate it. All right. Now, the last video of the day.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I love this guy. Boy, once again. Jamie?
This is for the men on TikTok. Don't let your girl drink milk. The only strong bone in her body she needs is yours. Stay up, Kings.
Oh, my fucking God.
Thanks for listening to Losers. We love you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.